chasing someone.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the Single Chronicles. Last week I talked about moving somebody in that didn't have a pot to piss in or bed to lay in or anything like that, or letting them stay with me. This week I'm going to talk about the guys that don't want a commitment, or girls, and anyone that didn't show any signs of wanting one, even though I kept pursuing it. So if you're new here, make sure you like, subscribe, get some jargon down in the comment section. But most importantly, hit that bell so you can be notified, because you know it's all about the YouTube algorithm. And I post other stuff, not just this type of thing. For everyone else, welcome to the Single Chronicles.
My mother also used to tell me all the time, never make a man tell you he doesn't want you more than once. Never beg anybody to love you. It never works.
Hi there. Have you been left on red constantly? Have you given a certain female $40 or taken her out for a nice meal and heard nothing from her again? Are you giving your all to someone who quite simply has nothing to offer you? Do they lack goals or ambition, even though you have plenty of goals of your own? Have they been stringing you along with no indication of commitment or relationship, despite how much time you put in? Well, then you, my friend, are a loser chooser, and you might want to act now. So, for the nice price of $99.99 plus shipping and handling, tax and user fees, I can show you how to no longer be a loser chooser. Operators are standing by. Call now. 1-800-FUCKTIVITY and stop the fucktivity. I'm not going to really sit up here and judge nobody, because I remember seeing this guy for a long time. I constantly kept asking him, well, what are we? Where's this going? What is going on? Do you love me? Do you like me? Do you see a future with me? He can never give me a straight answer. Not one stinking solitary time. And you know why that was? Because he didn't want a commitment. He just wanted to string me along for as long as I let him. And guess what? I ended up getting my feelings hurt. But I can't really blame him for it, because I allowed him access to me constantly, all the time. He would say, hey, babe, what you doing? I finally get the text out of nowhere. Hey, you want to hang out? You want to chill? Can I come over? You know what I mean? What you doing? WID all the time. Just WID all the time. And guess what? I can't really be mad at that, at myself now, looking back, because I allowed that fucktivity to go on for a long ass time, knowing full on well in the back of my head was a little teeny tiny voice was like, Rose, he doesn't want you. And the one thing I learned about a man not wanting you is the fact that don't let him show you more than once. If you show him once and try to fool you, shame on him. But if you keep falling for it, guess what? Shame on you, because you let it go. And that's what I did. However, if I didn't let that happen, guess what? Y'all wouldn't have the Single Chronicles right now. Yeah, he did all the right things and said all the right things to make me feel good, to keep me just within arm's reach. And then when I almost got a brain and I was like, you know what? I'm better than this. I can't do this. He tried to slick shit, got some flowers, show up. Yeah, baby, I want you back, and blah, 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 blah. Now, I'm not saying he wasn't a nice dude or that he didn't like me in some way. You know, he didn't want me to get hit by a bus or something.
Then you can just drop fucking dead.
But he didn't really care about me. Not the way I wanted to be cared for. And I got into this whole headspace that I had to blame him for it. We both was to blame. He was doing the fucktivity and I was taking the fucktivity. We was both stuck in the fucktivity. However, I remember vividly one day I was talking to one of my girlfriends and she was just like, what the fuck is wrong with this girl? Why is she going through this? And I didn't realize why she was feeling some type of way for me, but she was ready to rip his ass. But she also looked like she wanted to slap me in the face and like snap some shit out of me. This is kind of how it went. Girl, guess what? I found all these text messages on his phone. And she was just like, Okay, that ain't new. You found shit on his phone before. You stuck around with him. After that, as if it wasn't any worse, I've had the types of people that had no goals, no ambitions. Like, I wanted to be this supportive girlfriend, even though I wasn't really his girlfriend. I thought he was. I gave myself that title. Because for a while, he wouldn't say it. Then eventually, he was just like, you know what, it'll shut her up. I had to learn. And that's what we got to do as females. This is exactly how I go. Wait a minute. So, I'm going to be me now. Hey girl, how you been? Yeah. Oh, what's wrong? I'll let this man do this to me again. For real? Yo, you need to leave his ass alone. No, you deserve better. Like, why is you dealing with him? Like, first of all, did y'all have sex yet? It's real bad. He ain't even calling me. I texted him like 10 times. He left me on red. Like, I don't even know what. But you what? And then he took my car. And it got a little scratch on the inside of it. You ain't got a PhD, but you still went to college. Like, you gotta be smarter than this. I know better, but I really like him. I thought he was the one. I mean, we were spending so much time together. Everything was vibing. And then this happened. I don't know. See, you know what? You fucked up. I don't even want to tell you where you fucked up. I'm just tell you that you fucked up. Bro, know that. Don't. See, I know you just want to be judged. And you feeding this fucktivity. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So, you know, I had to deal with that. But again, you live and you learn. And eventually, after 114 times, I eventually learned. I don't know where I got that number from. That's such a random number. Hey guys, thanks again for tuning in to this week's episode of the Single Chronicles. Today we talked about why I chose to chase folks that didn't commit. Don't know why I did that. But if you are like me and so many other women, you kind of victimize yourself in this role. Staying with anyone is not worth any of that type of treatment. I don't care who they are. You deserve to be treated and loved the way any human being should be. And if someone is not doing it the way they are, you just got to walk away, because one or two things is going to happen. Either you're going to realize that they are not worth your time and they are not worth you, period, and you'll find something better, or you'll find yourself. Now, I'm not one to say that you can't forgive people and people can't change and grow, because we all grow, we all do, all mammals grow. And a lot of times the generational curses, the backgrounds that we come from, most of the times they mold how we are in the world. So nature versus nurture. What I want to reflect on in this video, and regardless of who's watching, if you are looking for a mate or a partner in this world, anywhere, to stop giving access to yourself so easily. One of the things that I messed up in my past relationships, dating, situationships, whatever you want to call it, was that I made myself too easily accessible. I became their option when I made them the priority in hopes that they would reciprocate that. We have to stop assuming people are going to reciprocate the way we treat them, especially if that's not what they're looking for. Now, if you're not looking for a commitment and they're not looking for a commitment, fine. This don't even apply to you. But if you are and you keep chasing somebody that you want to be with because you don't feel like going through the trouble of finding someone else, well, a person will let you know if they don't want to be bothered, or they'll show you. What are you waiting for them to change and be the person that you want them to be? Because I know that's what I did. Another thing I want to say is to stop creating permanent feelings and emotions for temporary scenarios. You're going to attract the love you are worthy of once you really love yourself. And this is my final point that I'm going to make in this reflection. I always say, above all else, love yourself, because you can't expect someone to love you until you love yourself. So make sure that you find yourself, fix yourself, build yourself, and then that right person will come along. And worst case scenario, if they don't, guess what? You're going to be living your best life, because you're going to be already at a point of elevation. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in for this part 2 of this whole thing that I'm doing for the Single Chronicles. Don't worry, we will have a Valentine's Day episode coming up. You know, I couldn't do this whole Single Chronicles thing without it. If you haven't done so, check out my merch store. As always, we have mugs, t-shirts, stickers. We have everything in there. So check out something. I know the holiday season is going, but birthdays come and go. So make sure you get something for that special person in your life or for yourself. And if you haven't done so, make sure you follow me on all my social media and Twitter and Instagram. And I appreciate you. So until next time, guys, be awesome, be you, but above all else, love yourself.